Hello writers! July is an opportunity within the Nanowrimo calendar in which you can take a writing project of your own. It doesn't matter whether it's 20,000 words or 50,000 words. Focus on a project that is something you want to work on. It doesn't have to be a complete book. It doesn't have to be a complete novel manuscript. It could be a collection of poetry. It could be a non-fiction outline. You get to choose. The idea is that you set yourself up for subsequent success by designing your project, working to a timetable, and deciding what will be the way that you judge, this is good, I'm happy with it, and I'm pleased with the results. Later in the year, there will be National Novel Writing Month, and that's an opportunity for you to create a complete project from scratch, from day 1 to day 30 of the month, where you produce a whole project. In the 9 books that I've written and brought to publication, 2 of those, in fact 2 of the most recent 3 books, are successes from National Novel Writing Month. So there is a tremendous pedigree within the organisation that will support you and I as writers to create templates and timetables and reward systems to allow you to complete writing projects that are dear to your heart. Just looking at my notes that I've got on the desk in front of me, I would say that you take your project for this month and you treat it a bit like you would a special cake or a celebration cake. You want the whole cake. You're excited for it. You've got an appetite for delicious, sweet, tasty cake. You can't eat it all at once. It has to be slice by slice. Camp Nanowrimo is that you can take a project which has been on your mind, it's been on your desk, it's been something you've been working at for a while. For example, I'm working on a series of ideas at the moment. One of those I'm going to take to completion this month, but it only needs about 20,000, maybe 22,000 words to be added, and then I'll be happy with the outcome, which is a somewhat larger document, but it will be something for me to focus on between now and the end of the month. Pick a project that's important to you. Dust off a manuscript that maybe is sitting on a shelf somewhere, a bit like in my office here. I would suggest you choose a project that you can comfortably complete by month end. It could be that you want to outline an idea in great detail. You might want to create a 40-chapter book, but this month your goal is to put a 500-word outline on screen or on paper for each of the 40 chapters. It might be different from that. It might be that you want to create a memoir and you've got 15 strong incidents, each of which you think teaches a life lesson or is supportive of your belief system or those things which are important that you want to share with other people. So you're going to outline 1,000 words on each of those 15 chapters. You choose your project and you have fun with that this month. The most obvious characteristic of writing life is that we are on our own for perhaps several hours a day, working on our craft, developing our skill set, and working towards a book that we can produce and share with the world, whether digitally or in print. And Camp Nanowrimo is a super way to push your project forward to a point where you can feel, okay, I've made decent progress this summer. I might save that project now until the winter and then finish it and complete it, which is absolutely fine. Or you push the whole thing forward well and successfully in July, and in August you finish it or you polish it off. That absolutely works as well. Your project, your timetable and your schedule. If I can suggest a couple of things that may help you is set a regular writing routine so that at about the same time every day you give yourself an hour or 2 hours to push your project forward. My second suggestion is that you make the space you're going to write in your space and designate it as your space. It could be that you close a door. It could be that you take up a space in your armchair in the living room. And the third point I would make is that you find somebody to whom you can not so much be accountable, but to whom you can say, is it okay if I check in with you every couple of days or every day with a quick email telling you about my progress and my word count? But that you have somebody with whom you can say, this is what's happening. I'm feeling great, I've made some progress, or to be honest, I'm really frustrated, I'm a bit tired, I'm getting bored with this, have you got any suggestions? That person will know the importance to you of a writing project. They'll be able to say to you, look, it's okay, you had a bad day today, things didn't go according to plan, but that's okay. This is just Camp NaNoWriMo. It's a practice. It's a first attempt at a project that you think is important and that you would like to make some forward steps with. Like I said earlier, I've got a project that for me, if I can add about 20,000 words to, I'll be really happy with it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if I can get into that place where I look at my watch, I head off to the coffee shop at 3:45, I walk a few blocks away and I settle in, and at 4:00, I take my watch off, I put it on the table in front of me, but I pick up a pen or I pick up my iPad and off we go. And that's for me quite enough progress for the course of July. Aside from that, of course, register on the nanowrimo.org website, set up your project there on the site with public visibility or no visibility, and use that as your way of tracking and measuring the progress that you make across the month of July. I hope that's been helpful. By all means, look at some of the other videos I've got here on YouTube, or have a look at one of my courses on SkillShare, which is called Daily Writing Routine, and look at ways that you can continue to just improve your performance as a writer, participate in the program throughout the month. There will be days when you think, actually, I can't be bothered today, or something's cropped up in the house or within the family, and I need to focus my attention on that. Completely fine. This is your project to move your ideas to the next stage. So take it easily, don't overstress about it, and just enjoy the process. There is a community of people you can work with and share ideas with, and there is plenty of support within the writing community, here on YouTube, of course, but also within the NaNoWrimo community of other writers, and probably within your town or your city. There will be writing groups, and they are working together on their individual participation in Camp NaNoWrimo. Until the next time, happy writing and have a productive month in July. But you have to break it down into slices, so you can have one slice today, another slice tomorrow, and perhaps you need a different analogy because I've realised that you can't have 30 slices of cake without the cake going off.